Before you were formed in the womb of your mother's belly, God already knew you. Not to misconstrue you or to confuse you as to who you were and who you are and ultimately who you will become, and how in the best way he would use you to bring forth this message that can only come from the master guru for the nourishment and spiritual edification of the body as he continues to break it and bless it. And to whom you've been called to serve as his conduits of the word, premeditated to express it. And there is absolutely no way to contest it. For the Spirit of the Lord is upon you, and he has anointed you to preach, and has called you to teach over the articulation of speech, not only to those who search and seek, but to the saved and unsaved, the just and the unjust, the churched and the unchurched, not only for the strong, but also for the weak, to bind up the brokenhearted and set the captives free, to heal those who hurt and comfort those who mourn. Blessed are the meek. Deliverance is what you speak. And you do this nonstop 365 days in the year, 12 months and 52 weeks. And this oftentimes happens when you are wounded yourself. In times when when it's inconvenient, unfavorable, uncomfortable, and unwelcome, you are still there for everyone else, even when there's no one that can avail themselves to you when you need help. And with unimaginable compassion, you are indefatigably proactive. Your service to the saints is unfathomable in your pastorate. And I know that there are weary moments and sometimes appear long-lasting, but in the midst of your labor, you are most seasoned. And even the most seasoned radical needs some relaxing. And if God could set aside some time to rest, then surely it's only appropriate for you to take vacation or a sabbatical leave of absence to recover, restore, replenish, and regroup, to take a breath and gain a second wind when your strength is reduced. And most of us as congregants are psychologically dilute to think that all you do is show up and preach, because pastoring is much deeper than 3 points in a hoop. More profound than a 45-minute sermon on Sunday morning and servicing more souls than the mind is able to compute. But it's by divine inspiration translated into sublime information to expand and expound upon our mental psyches and keep us in the loop, to give us revelation that is beyond our dispensation so that we can reap and produce the nutrients of biblical fruit and the ongoing perpetuation of spiritual truth. Shall we be the offspring like the tree that is planted by the rivers of water, or one that is planted on good ground, because the tree is only can be as good as its roots. And we know this is not an easy task, and we are grateful for your endurance, for the countless hours of pouring into our souls. In spite of your trials and tribulations, you provide the assurance that is needed in these troubled times, and we are grateful for your dedication to God and the saints, for showing us that even in the time of adversity, you will not faint. For the times you prayed and laid prostrate for us when oftentimes you had no complaints, we thank you. And even in the time of eisegesis, the plight of thesis is to properly preach the good news of the glorious gospel to the flock of sheep in scholarly fashion so that we might see Jesus. We thank you. And in the time of homiletical and exegetical presentation, we thank you for your countless hours of operation, the endless hours of operation and preparation. We thank you for your obedience to God. We are grateful for your divine cooperation. And as God continues to elevate you, we are here to let you know that we are eternally grateful and we appreciate you. Amen.